We are extremely hurt by the cowardly attack on Indian citizens on Indian land by the foreign-sponsored terrorists. We hope that the perpetrators of this dastardly act are brought to justice swiftly, and we, as citizens of India, remain united across religion and region in this very difficult time. We are making this video after a short break, and although we are deeply hurt and disturbed at the moment, just as you are, we wanted to reach out to you as fellow citizens in the only way we can, by talking about films, by sharing the deep love we have for the medium. Here goes the review for Khalid Rahman's Alappuzha Gymkhana. Thalumala, also by Khalid Rahman, was our favorite Indian film of 2022. A film unlike any other, even within the rich constellation of New Age Malayalam Cinema. We loved how it was all about form and energy, with little regard to storyline or script. And carrying that gift of vibe and energy above all, comes Rahman's next Alappuzha Gymkhana, an account of the teenage mood, memories of the carefree days of the unfiltered youth, and deep-rooted within it all, the essence of Malayalam spirit. Weaved around the premise of a boxing tournament, the typical premise of many underdog triumphant stories, Alappuzha Gymkhana is yet another Khalid Rahman venture that upsets all your expectations. However, it does retain the spirit of sportsmanship, the real one, of fighting above winning, of constant negotiations, but not through typical channels of emotional drama or high-octane dialogues of journey over destination, but soaked in nostalgia and nonchalance, much like the backwaters of Alappuzha. Jojo and his friends do not land up in the boxing arena to prove any point. It is just their shortcut to grace marks that comes for the students in the sports quota. And never in the entire film the stakes go any higher. So there is no destination at all that the film sets for its characters, and instead gives us an immersive experience of the charm of living in the moment, learning from casual encounters and the beauty of life beyond falling short of specific goals. It's the spirit that the film embarks on from frame one, as we watch Jojo announce to his friends that irrespective of what their plus 2 results are, they all would celebrate and booze. It might come across irresponsible and idiotic on the first view, but think hard and analyze how many times have you been able to dump habits and feelings that serve you joy in pursuing social endorsement and self-improvement, and even if you have done that, how much you crave to go back to those old days. Much like Wasim, Reggie and the Thalumala gang, it is as if Jojo and friends, without realizing much consciously, can see through the facades of consumerist culture, the meaningless devotion to materialism, achievements and self-improvement, and just don't care much about it. So it makes sense when Lakmanavaran is cast as the boxing coach of the gang, dealing with his own anger issues, or Shine Tom Chaco comes for a cameo as the city police commissioner, refereeing one of the fights. It is as if the characters of Thalumala band are here to oversee their old selves of how they might be in their schools or college days. Khalid Rahman, Rathish Ravi and Srini Sasidran also cleverly voice the immersive beauty of life through the characters of Jojo's parents, without any underlining. His mother lost in thoughts of more exuberant days perhaps, while doing her mundane household chores, and his father still trying his bit for his passion of music on his instruments, lost in his own world. Thus it's no surprise of how the two of them vary in their response to Jojo's whims and fancies, being the person they are, while the film also suggests how irrespective of who you are, life has things in store for you. Like this couple, so different from each other in thoughts, have been married for long and have Jojo in their life. Beauty of life or its idiosyncrasies, it is this unscripted spirit of life that Khalid Rahman continues to celebrate in his new film. You see how Jojo fails whenever he tries to fit into a script that's written for someone else, whether in the boxing ring or trying to kiss his crush. His friend Sherin suggests he seems to be losing his charm as she plants a kiss without much thought on Jojo's cheek, to which Jojo also can reciprocate with performative pressure being lifted off him, keeping it simple and sweet, as Sherin advises. This relationship is there for a few scenes in the passing, but one of the most beautiful themes of the film, simple and sweet as it flows like the backwaters, might eventually merge into the ocean sometime in future, but Rahman is content in just teasing us with its beauty and leaving at that in this film. The entire ensemble cast packs a punch, with Naslen spearheading the punch in a very Naslen-esque character, a template he has made out of his filmography by now. Anagha Ravi stands out of the crowd as a Natasha demands a spin-off film of her own. Vishnu Vijay's music and Jimshi Khalid's camera carries the charm and vibe of Rahman's philosophy very well. The boxing action sequences deserve a special mention for sticking to the amateurish charm and yet mixing the right flavor of authenticity. This is a film that is meant for theatrical viewing, with friends preferably, and get drenched in its celebration of camaraderie. Okay, now, you see, even after spending all this time talking about Alappuzha Gymkhana, we haven't discussed anything about the plot points of the film and have been blabbering about the vibe and feelings. That is essentially what the film is about. A get-together with your old self, a happy evening memory at the theatre, a gust of fresh wind. The casual simplicity and carefree indulgence strike a necessary chord in this age of agenda-driven filmmaking and target-invested intellectuality. This is a film that argues that it's okay to relax, to chill, to be open for happy accidents and leave to life to find its way. It might not fetch you the best output always, but what is the baseline of best and who decides it anyway? That is all from us today. Thank you for watching. If you like our content, please consider subscribing.